Hi, how you doing? I'm Nick here with Raw Day Trading, and today I'm going to show you, and we're going to go through together my day and how I was able to lose $1,200 in the stock market very quickly. And we're going to learn from the lesson, so hopefully you don't have to make the mistakes I make, and so hopefully I don't make the same mistakes I made, and I adjust to these current market conditions going forward. So, having said that, getting into it, today, overall, I came in feeling wise fantastic. Not euphoric, just I felt really good. I felt stable, nice, well slept, strong, competent, alert. And the trades that I was taking in the worst cases, and we're going to go through and double check this, but in the worst cases, I felt like I might have held them a second too long, but not too long, just like a microsecond past where they should have been. There was, it felt like it was just like small cut after small cut after small cut after small cut while going in the right direction and not quite working out. And I feel like I was attempting to trade aggressively and I'm looking for the word decisively, aggressively and decisively in a market where it might have been better to be more standoffish. I've always discovered that when I am standoffish, I can make money. And when I am aggressive, I often don't make money. So going forward, we'll see how that works out. But most likely, I'm just going to be standoffish because this is ridiculous. I have a nice little list here. I followed most of my don't do list. For example, this morning, I took the first 5 minutes off, let the market volatility do its thing. But what I did not follow, and what I was trying to open up, and to, especially because of the lack of action to the upside that we've been seeing in these small cap names, I've been trying to go and start going for the penny stocks that were having a directional move. So trying to loosen the rules that I have around the prohibition that I have around not trading those. What ended up happening today was exactly what I was trying to avoid by having that prohibition. The fills were funky, and we're going to double check and look at that. And then I kept pushing it. But moreover, it faked me out, and it went, and that's some normal stock action. But well, we're just gonna have to get into it. Let's leave it there. Leave the introduction. Anyways, today I'm sitting down $1,235 after fees. Oh, and the other thing is penny stocks cost money to trade. Mainly because you trade with so many shares that the SEC fee or the FINRA fee is actually substantial. Whereas if you trade a larger stock with maybe like 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares, it's actually negligible. But if you're slapping 5,000, 10,000 shares at a stock over and over and over again, the sheer number of shares add up, and the sheer number of like thousandth of a penny that you get charged or whatever that FINRA fee is adds up as well. Today, for example, I had a stock where I lost $500 on it, and then on top of it, another $50 in fees. So whatever. I am not saying I'm at a loss, just out of frustration. All right, let's get this. I'm going to try a new thing with my window today. I think I can get a little bit more clearance here by putting it up. that's good. All right, so BDRX halts down, NLSP shoots up. NLSP, my thoughts were continuation. And so the other problem with trading the open is I'm never quite sure if these fills that I'm getting are slippage or if it's just my level 2 is a second behind. I try to. I'm gonna close and reopen it later on in the. Actually, let me sit down here because I am not feeling like standing up. So yeah, I'm not sure if what I got, and you'll see in just a moment here, what was slippage or it was lag on the level 2, and it honestly could have been a little bit of both. But it was what it was. So I switch over to pinback, PNBK, and NLSP. So there's I want to get into some specific stuff, so I'm not going to go and lag too much. And BDRX, trying to trade this open here, and then I'm like, MNTS we'll come back to because that actually does end up being a name that I trade. And then this, I'm trying to get in, I think somewhere it's going to pop up, and then I'm going to try to take the dip here, and then I'm going to get filled high. All right, so watching this. It flashes down to 64 by 65. I hit it. I get filled. It looks like I got filled a little bit. Yeah, so that's annoying, right? I got filled at 67. I'll watch that one more time. I hit it at 64. Okay. 65 working, you can kind of see in the side right here. Okay, so maybe it hit at 65. Yeah, and then I got fills. I got a little bit filled at 65, and then the rest fill up at 67. Okay, so that was slippage. So, not great, right? Cut it immediately. Fantastic. Ends up going. Annoying. But say la vie. Fast forward to the next trade. I had very good control here. Really, just great control. Overall, not jumping in too much to anything that I didn't feel was warranted. MGOL, yeah, we'll see this one later on today. Okay, and then MNTS. Sorry, we didn't get to this. MNTS. So I have two distinct areas that I trade it. Okay, so it's coming in a halt down. No, this is the other stock. This is BDRX. Where do I trade MNTS? Okay, MNTS is on. It's on this one. It's on my left chart. I hope I don't trade it over there. I was looking at taking a trade here, and you can't see it at the moment because my head is blocking the way. Here, I'll move it. But this chart, MNTS was almost halting up. I'm going to switch in just a second, though. don't know if I traded though. Yeah. Okay, MNTS right here. Perfect. So this chart right here, it's kind of pushing highs. I'm kind of being cautious here. See, I felt like I came into the day and I did what I was supposed to do aside from trading penny stocks. That's as far as like I'm thinking in my head right now, that's what I did, and that's what I'm here to prove wrong or prove right. I have to see it objectively whether what I did was what I set out to do, and whether I traded well. As you can see here on in LSP, I'm still hesitant. Like whenever I get slippage on a stock like that, I'm just like, I always hesitate before taking the trade, and I miss stuff. And then, usually I just let it go. Sometimes I chase it and I lose money like today. But and then like in context of everything else, so my size is pretty big. I'm not too bothered about losing $1,000. It's only in the context, or $1,200. It's only in the context of I didn't make any money last month, and now I'm flat on this month. And so it's like, when does it become too long of not making money, and it becomes a problem? I think is a big question. And when does it affect me psychologically? I mean, it's already starting right now because like I'm thinking about it. But we'll see. This is basically my savings, and then taxes are coming up and I got to pay that, and so we'll see how I handle it. But I'm confident I'll be fine. I've done this for 5 years now. Whatever. It's just like annoying. It's usually the way out of it. It's just like get green, get away, get green, get away, get green, get away, and you just kind of like stack these kind of medium to small green days. You're not really pushing anything, and then the market opens up again, and then you go. But that was a digression. Okay, so we have this situation here. I jump in. I lose money. Where did I do that? That first jump? I should have been a winner too, right? Okay, I jump in there. It looked like it was holding. Okay, maybe I cut that too quickly. I don't know. Maybe not unreasonable to cut it that quickly either. Okay, so I cut that. Oh. So I'm doing good managing actual risk on this. Like, as far as I can tell, these last two trades, they've been actually good managed risks. I mean, only down 100 on 1,500 shares on a $5 name. That's pretty good, And I thought they had a chance to bounce up to 20 or so, like that, There we go. Maybe a little late. That was a chase. That was a bad trade. Okay. The uptick trade was the bad trade, so you're going to have to excuse me while I write this down. Yeah. Okay. Good to know, right? And then I do the exact same thing. I'm green for a second here, green for a second, not taking it, and I take a small loss, but it puts me over $200. And then it goes, and then I'm a little frustrated now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm frustrated watching this now. Imagine in the moment, you're just like, what is going on? This is annoying. Down, and then that puts me down $300 on the day on basically nothing trades. Like one slippage and then a couple of scratch trades. And it's just like, what is going on? And also scratch trades going in the right direction. So that's bad scalping. That's the definition of bad scalping. That's getting scalped. That is, I got scalped. Interesting, right? In LSP, making moves here, I still am just like, All right, but let's look at this one more time. Fundamentally, this trade, even though $300 is consequential, fundamentally this was not a crazy loss. The logic behind the second entry, I don't know if it was there. That was annoying. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that was the mistake. That was the mistake. Okay. So we're going to fast forward past that. And then I'm going to take one more loss here. Let's see where it is. Okay, so it's coming down. It's tapping VWAP, but it's kind of creeping through. It's not really dipping through. I take the dip at the dollar, at the $5 mark. It goes, pops up. I don't take profit. Kept waiting for bigger profit, and it wasn't giving it to me. Kept having small profit and not taking it, having to take the small stop out. But they added up. So I think when I would say if I'm not green, take the small ones. If I'm not green, take the small wins. If I'm not green, take the small wins. That's my, yeah, that's what I would say. Okay. Nothing like coffee at 4 p.m. I'm going to be up all night tonight. Be irresponsible, call some of my ex-girlfriends, get them to come over, or one of them to come over, not at the same time. And yeah, anyways, digression. I'm just a big child, basically, in my trading and in my life. And onwards and upwards. Okay, so that was that one. I stopped trading it. It ends up doing moves. MGOL starts moving. I'm like, I don't need to trade that. I reset DOS, and then this garbage keeps moving. BNAI. Along with MNTS still moving, kind of watching that out of the sidelines. This also brings me to another point. The reason I was trading MNTS maybe a little bit more aggressively, and it was kind of I'm part of the MMU course, and I'm watching a lot of Marcelo's videos, and I'm getting the entries dialed a little bit, but the exits, the quick cuts, I still don't have. And so now it's like I have his entries in the dangerous areas, but I have my kind of looser cutting parameters where it's like a little bit slower, a little bit giving it a little bit more time to breathe, which is not functional in his style of trading. So while the transition happens, I have to be very careful of that. Yeah. Okay. So again, we're not going to watch it form. We're going to cut straight to the trades. So I thought I was being responsible here. On a normal aggressive trading scenario, I would be trading 10,000 shares plus. On this trading scenario, I'm just trading 5K. So I'm like, even though it's a penny stock, even though I want it to be on a prohibition list and I don't want to be trading it, I'm going to be trading it. And I'm just going to trade it with smaller size and say it's about the same. All right. So take that. I get in. It's not working. I cut it down a penny. Cool. Getting zoned into the stock. That was a stupid trade right there. 3 trades per 1 minute candle. Holy crap. I found it again. But wait, the order was lagging. I don't know if you saw that. The order was lagging. Look, not filling, not filling, not filling. Would have been a nice winner if I actually got in. So I'm like, F it. I tested it with smaller size. It seemed to be working. And then I was like, okay, I'm good to jump back in. Which brings me to my next prohibition. If a stock has lagging orders, do not trade it. Because usually what happens is like there's an initial trade and I'll be able to get out like with a small loss, even if it's a lagging order. Like here where I was able to cancel it, and I would have avoided a whole $500 worth of loss. It would have been beautiful. It would have been amazing. Annoying. New prohibition. It's the year of prohibitions. I really just want to be able to trade aggressively and get in and get out. But I'm hunted. I'm a wanted man by these algorithms. They want me. They want my money. Anyways. So, loss, loss, loss. I'm like, I'm going to get a win on this eventually. But this is what happens on these penny stocks for me. I'm like, I'm going to trade. What was that? I don't know what that was. Okay, so 3 losses, 4 losses back to back. Trading multiple times in the candle. Over 2 times. Not trading a setup on the 1 minute. Really, really trying to trade for the breakout there. Just taking loss after loss. Okay, so I think this is where it was. That was a laggy. That was a laggy fill. Okay, so I try to look. It's hanging order, hanging order. I try to fill it. I think I cancel it. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So that was that one. I can't totally blame it on the lagging orders, but I'm down 200 on it, which means I'm about down 500 on the day. I don't want to accept it. Okay, so this is me taking a dip. Dip's not working. I cut it down a little bit more. Feels like I have a zit here. Now I'm just holding. I don't know why I'm holding on that. Yep, that one I waited too long on. So this one, this trade right here, I'm in at 21. It's hanging above my level, and then it's hanging below, and then I'm waiting for it to hang back above my level before I cut it. Doesn't happen. And then I wait too long, and I get filled 2 cents below, which is $100 or more. So it's a $150 trade into the depths. All right. Just really bad trading, man. Holding too long. On bad or fast scalp positions. And look, this is me trying to buy the uptick again. Thinking about it at least. This is not the way. This is not the way. Check my P&L. I'm down like 700 now. It's a frustrating day. And it's a half an hour into the day, too. That's the other problem. I think I can make it back. But little do you know, I'm going to add 500 to that. To that indiscretion. So here's on the backside of all of this, while everything consolidates here, just makes you feel meaningless, really. Like it's like all the work you do just like goes up in smoke in a matter of, and then like that's me taking the uptick. Not taking the profit, waiting for the bigger move, and now taking a loss. And now, yeah, went below. I was in profit. And take a loss on that. So, new rule, when in profit, take profit. This is going to be a whole restructuring. It's kind of had to happen. I think there's two ways that I trade. This is one of them. But there's also another way where it actually does work to like not jump in to the profit taking immediately because I'm playing a 1 minute setup or a 5 minute setup. I'm looking for a specific level to break. This, on the other hand, is just you're just trading like volatility and fake outs basically. And if you trade one style in a way that's like the other style, you're going to lose money. For example, if you trade like these short-term setups or these long-term setups, like a short-term setup, you're going to get chopped out or not take a. It's just going to be in such a risky area, and you're not going to be able to realize the full potential. Yeah. Anyways, I believe something would happen here. That something did not happen. I'm down 500. It's going to go all the way up now. That should be bought. That should be bought right there. Buy, buy, buy. Adding. Should be adding. Now I'm late and then move. And I buy the top. This is the other one. Okay, so this, I literally just bought the top. I top tick this one to the T. 91.99 and the high was 92. And I get out for another $50 loss. Wowzers, right? I wait till the absolute full expression of that move before I buy. It's just really bad trading, honestly. I am buying peak hope. I am selling peak fear. And I am not cutting when I'm in profit, especially if I'm just positioning for these little short trades. But they are all short losses. I don't have any big full expression losses. It's not like any 4 cent losses. I had a 2 cent loss there from like glitchiness. Yeah. So that put me down a lot of money. I don't make any money there, but I do make money on this break here for a little bit. Forgot how much money I make here. Oh, I was down 600. I lost more money on the way up here. Down 700. And then I'm like, I'm just going to wait till this breaks. This is going to break. I had a pretty high confidence, which could have got me hurt, honestly. So I'm holding. And I get 3 cents out of it. All right. So back to only down 500. That I remember it wouldn't sell for a second, and I was like, I'm probably done here. All right. So while it wasn't a wild loss, it was a consistent theme of the day that it was a loss. It was just it was like a stop out. It was a bad trade. It was a stop out. It was a series of mistakes, like not super significant. So I'm doing a good job at managing macro significant losses, but I'm doing a really bad job at managing intra-trade. And I think part of that's my initial positioning where I'm buying on these upticks. And then the other part is also not taking profit when I'm in profit. And so my goal for tomorrow is to be taking profit when I'm in profit. Just plain and simple. Is it in profit? Take it. Then I can reposition for the next trade. Am I in profit? Take it. Then I can reposition for the next trade. Today, I literally have one winning trade, and that was that 3 cents that you just witnessed. One out of everything I did. Actually, there's maybe one more on this kind of wild style name. I forgot what it was called, but it was later in the day. It was this CSA, and I think I was trading out of the hall. This is a late day. I come back from whatever, was a walk or eating or something like that, or like I went to. No, I think this was before I went to eat. But I was able to make some money out of the haul. I'll show that, and then I was able to lose a bunch of money. This, however, I consider training. It's just a write-off, basically. I am committed to learning how to trade this type of stuff, and I'm okay with losing a little bit of money. It was a small size. That's training size, 100 shares, especially for that price is fine. I make $40. Woo! Down 900, made $40. Cool. I'm here looking to get the next trade. Let's see what happens. Not a whole bunch of volume, not a whole bunch of range, not a whole bunch of volume. I'm like, I think I can trade this. Okay, so I get it. I get in there at 990, and it's not moving, and I'm not cutting it. And then I wait too long. I get filled at 945, which is fine, and I'm flat. But then I take that uptick right there. I get out. Okay, so I make a little bit of money. So I'm starting to kind of get the rhythm here. Like that, my weakness was that I wasn't taking profit when I was in the profit. And now I'm going to try to take another trade here, and this is where it's going to mess up. The 5-minute candle is about to close. That's also a problem, but I'm not really recognizing that. I'm kind of just zoned in, I think. I'm going to take an uptick here in just a second. Really should be taking a downtick. Yep, it's an uptick for sure. 1 cent of range to go. Yeah, it's not. That because there was nowhere to go, like 1101 was the halt level, and even if it did halt, I wouldn't hold it into the halt. I had a very negative risk reward there. It's like 6 cents of risk basically, because it's 975, 974, 73, and it's going to be a whole dollar of risk. And I'm not cutting it, not realizing how bad that was. Yeah. And I take a whole chunk right here. Whole chunk. Chunk. Yeah. Got chunked. And it goes down to 955. Thank God I cut it there. Could have taken a 25-cent loss. Nope. Took a whole dollar. Whole dollar. So that's basically what's up. That's basically, I mean, this accounts for about 95% of trading today. I had some trades on MGOL. It was up and down, up and down, up and down. This is kind of like long consolidation. Doesn't do anything. Whatever. I'm down $25, not inclusive of all the churning fees that I traded on it, and it was under $1. I don't need to trade these fucking stocks anymore. Even though they're the only thing that's moving, I can just go back to bed. It's Pacific time here. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. Fuck him. Fuck it. Yeah. Anyways, that's my day. I hope you learn from my losses, and I really hope, no, not even hope, I will learn from my losses. So tomorrow is a new day. I have got valuable information here. And, it's only on me if I don't make the adjustments and change it for tomorrow. So, with all that being said, bon voyage, folks. Bon voyage. Thanks for watching.